When you're starting a business, there's certain things you really need to understand. Hi, I'm Andrew Jeffers and this is the 2-Minute Accountant. The first thing you really need to understand is your sort of structure that you're going to start. It can be partnership or trust or sole trader, or it can be a company. And this will dictate how your business is run in the future. So you really should get it right. Put some thinking around it. When you start a business, there's certain regulations. So everybody who transacts business in Australia should have an Australian business number, an ABN. Now, what does an ABN mean? Well, an ABN is your way of being able to do business. You can actually do business without an ABN. But what that means is that the person you give the bill to is legally responsible to take back or withhold from you nearly 50% of the invoice. So my mate Pete gives me an invoice for $100 and then I give him back $50 and, well, roughly $50, and I pay $50 to the tax department on his behalf. So you really need to have your ABN sorted out. The other thing you need to decide whether or not to be registered for GST or not registered for GST. So these are some of the registrations that you really should have a look at first before you move ahead. Which structure you choose when starting your business will determine the sort of taxes that you're going to pay. Now in Australia, we're lucky enough not to have double taxation. However, it comes down to timing. Companies are taxed at a flat rate. Individuals, partnerships, trusts can be taxed at way different rates from a company rate. So one of the key things you really should understand is about your taxes and how that's going to affect your business and your family going forward before you start. One of the greatest joys in business is growing, particularly when you can help other people and other families. And that comes down to hiring people. Now, sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. Sometimes you mean to get it right, but you get it wrong. There's certain things that you can and can't do when you hire people. And there's certain things that you should and shouldn't do when hiring people. So make sure you understand what your obligations are with regard to hiring people and how the workplace needs to be set out, the wages that you need to pay them, the holidays that they need to pay them, the leave entitlements that they're supposed to have. Really get sharp on these things, because if you get these right, you'll end up having a place where people really want to come to work.